Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you some secret settings you should change right now on your REALME P3 Lite. So, the first setting is the speed boost. So, all we have to do is go over to the settings, and right here in the settings, we want to go over and scroll down until we see the about phone. So now click about phone, then we need to click on the version right here, and now let's tap on the build number 7 times. So here we need to re-enter our pin, or if we do not have a pin code set up, then we will automatically see that we are in the developer mode. So after that, we need to go over and leave those settings, go to system and update, and enable developer options. So not enabled, but enter them. And right here, we need to scroll down until we see the animation scales. So as you guys can see, here we have the Bluetooth, and here we have the animation scale. So we have the animation scale, transition animation scale, and the animator duration scale. So now let's change it to 0.5x, and it will make our phone feel faster. So you do not affect any performance, but your phone will feel definitely faster and snappier. So I feel like this is a great deal, and not many people know about this. So the next setting is the battery mode and the optimization. So I'll show you the settings on how to easily extend your battery life. First, we need to go over to the battery, and right here in the battery, all we have to do is make sure that we enable power saving mode to the settings like I have. So it will turn off at 90%, and it will turn on at a specified battery level. So for me, it is 25. This will definitely extend our battery life. And if we want to use the balanced mode for an example, there is no such thing as a balanced mode, but you know guys what I mean. We can go over to battery usage, sorry, not the battery usage, but to the battery health, and here we have the charging limit, or resume charging at 95%. So I recommend using the charging limit. It can help a lot, and it will reduce either the battery drain, and it will increase the battery lifespan. So this is definitely good for you. You will have 80%, or you guys can use resume charging at 95%. But when your phone is fully charged, then when your battery drops below the 95% mark, then it will start charging again. So you're just wearing your battery even when you're sleeping, and I just don't recommend it. It's not good for your device. Now, the next step is changing the screen refresh rate to automatically select them. So we need to go over and scroll up to the display and brightness. Now scroll down, and right at the bottom we have screen refresh rate. We need to set it on auto select, so it will set a optimal refresh rate for the best not the preference, but the experience. So the standard one is 60 Hz, and as you guys can see, we use that to save on battery. And 120, we will have 120 always. This is not great, but auto select, it switches up between 60 Hz and 120 Hz, so we will not notice a difference, but our battery will. So I recommend actually changing the screen refresh rate to auto select, and also the auto screen off. It can also, we can tweak this setting by choosing either 30 seconds or 15 seconds. I have it set up for 1 minute due to recording this video, but normally I use 15 to 30 seconds. And it will definitely help and save power by keeping the screen off when it's idle. So now what you guys can do is expand your RAM. So this will help your phone run smoother and keep more apps open in the memory. So let's go over and select the about phone. So it's right up here. Now we have the RAM. So as you guys can see, I have it enabled. This is the RAM expansion, and I have it expanded by 16 gigabytes, which is the max. and it will definitely help our phone run smoother. So if it's disabled for you, then it will look like this. Now you just tap on the switch here, and you guys can either change those gigabytes like that, and that's how you guys can do that. But for it to fully work, you will need to restart the phone. So I'll click not now, and as you guys can see, expansion will take effect after you restart the device. So let's change it back to 16, and this is how it looks like. Now what else can you guys do is basically put your phone in the performance mode. So I know it sounds weird, but it's actually easy. All you guys have to do to put it in the performance mode is select the settings that are considered running the phone as fast as possible. But you are definitely going to ruin your battery, not by much, but your battery will definitely be affected. So for an example, you have the apps. You guys can, let's say, go to app management and here optimize the apps to your liking. So Block Blast right here. Now what can we do with it is we can basically go to battery usage, and we can, let's say, allow the background usage, and as you guys can see, enable for real-time updates and disable to save battery. So it is enabled. We are definitely not saving battery with this setting, but it is cool though. Whenever you switch the phone to the performance mode, it will use more power, not exactly more power, but it will use more battery, and your phone will definitely feel smoother. So for an example, ChatGPT, we have the battery usage, and as you guys can see, we still allow the background usage right here. Also, what else can you guys do is, let's go back to the battery settings. Right here we have the standby optimization. Here we can optimize the apps too, like the standby sleep optimization. We can set it up from auto to optimize, and we will basically be optimizing these apps right here. Or if you want a high performance mode, you don't need to optimize them, and they will just use the amount of power that they can. So they will try and use a lot of power. So this is how you guys can do that. This is how you guys can basically switch between the performance mode and the high performance mode. These are not the settings that are exactly in the phone, but you guys can make them look like they are. And for me, the balanced mode, so not changing anything, keeping things optimized and not using them in the background. I think this is a sweet spot for everybody that just wants to use their phone every day. But when you want to switch it up a little, then you guys can try the performance mode and the high performance mode that we have created. So those are the secret settings you should definitely change right now on the Realme, and I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.